Good morning, stress-free traders. This is the US dollar CAD on the 1 minute time frame, talking about easy wins on binaries, binary options. Now, I was in on both of these actually, on these trades. I got in on this one. This was just, I get up at 6 AM generally, get ready for sort of the 6:30 onwards GMT moves that you get. I was just doing simple patterns with the trend, with the MACD breaking out from a wedge. So as this was forming here, it was putting back, I put in my line going down there, and as it was coming down, hit the bottom and came back up, I put in the other line at the bottom. Now it's fairly neutral at this stage. MACD is not doing a lot, it's just a sort of ranging market. Therefore I knew there's going to be a breakout, right? So this time volatility is coming in at that time in the morning. 7 o'clock is excellent time GMT for volatility to start kicking in. It broke out of this range here, and I know it's going to go up. It might pull back again. It often does break out and then pulls back, hits this line again, and then continues up or continues back the other way. However, these breakouts are generally fairly reliable, so I was happy to get in on a trade there. And the best thing again with that is when you break into the upside of a declining wedge like that, you can see where your stop loss is going to be. Okay, yes, you do run the risk of being stopped out on a spike. That is always the case, especially in Forex. Obviously, binary is not so much of an issue. So yeah, I got in on that trade, and I came out. I believe it was on the pullback here. That's where I came out. So that was a nice trade, and then I got back in again because I saw the same thing happening again, and I put the line in here when it came up there. I put the line in quickly, and literally I took the trade up virtually as soon as I finished putting the lines in. Now I'm going with trend, right? You've got all the averages going up. You've got the MACD rolls over at the same time, I believe. It does indeed. So here, when we've broken this level, okay, you've got to give it a little bit. Once you start seeing that it's broken that level, you know it's going to be going higher. And that's a nice move again. And then I came out at the top here. I actually tried to stay in it. I thought this was going to be a pullback. However, the MACD wasn't telling me it was rolling over at all. It came back and then it went up again, so I just came out of my position there. Turns out that was the right thing to do in hindsight. And then I put these lines in up at the top here to show you some consolidation at the top, and these were just lines that gave me an idea of what was happening. I thought it was going to break higher here. I didn't enter a position because I'd already seen the run up. If you look at the run up we had this morning, it's already gone a long way. It's now coming into 10 o'clock, kind of the market kind of plateaus a bit, often reverses around that sort of time. So I wasn't going to get in the trade down. I was completely confident. I saw this bar here, and then it come below. I actually wanted to come back up to this line to get entry on a short. So I was a little bit annoyed that I missed that one, but there we go. This line, you could have continued that line on as well to act as resistance, to help you a little bit. And it's then come down a little bit from there. So, I think I've completely missed the topic today of the video. I always go off on a tangent, but they were my Forex entries. I did do one binary simultaneously down at the bottom here, because I was quite happy with what was happening. I did a 10-minute expiry on the 1 minute time frame there. So let's have a look. I entered it on this bar here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it wasn't, wasn't fantastic. You got nice, nice comfort area of margin there. But then obviously I saw it move up higher. I was happy because I was already on my Forex trade as well, so I was able to capitalise on both fronts on that front. But if you just look at binaries, if you look at these breakouts, okay, so if you go just with this setup, okay, don't do any other setup. If you just practice this setup, so you look for a wedge. Now that is characterised here by a bottom and an angular top. It can be obviously reversed the other way around as well. Just look for a wedge and then look for a breakout, either the up or the downside. Okay, and if you combine that with your MACD on a 12.26.9 and your moving averages, so what you're then saying is your MACD is crossed over, your moving averages all agree with your trade, and then you're giving yourself some expiry time leeway. So I'd say on a 1 minute time frame, maybe 10-15 minutes for it to mature. Okay, and if you just concentrate on that one trade there, you'll have a higher degree of success than a lot of other strategies out there. Okay, yes, it does take time for these wedges to come in. I mean, it's a 1 minute time frame. You're not talking about spending your whole life there. You know, if you've got a reliable setup, you only need to do one trade a day. Just do it in the morning, like now. Get up early, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock GMT, and off you go. You put your trade on, you win by the time you're having breakfast. You know, that's the way up. You know, I get up early in the morning. It's not that early really, but you get up at 6-7 o'clock in the morning. It's always before 7 actually, but get up at 6, and you can have a high degree of success just trading simple patterns on the crosses. You want to come in when the volatility is starting to kick in, and you've had the Asian sessions coming to an end, and everyone's looking for a new setup or a reversal or a way to make quick money. Okay, you can just capitalise on that. Let's have a look, see if we've got any other setups. This is the USD CAD. So you want to scan your pairs as well to make sure you're looking at the right opportunities. Let's have a look here. So here we've got a slightly bullish trend. It's all a bit doing nothing here. So it's quite indecisive. That was yesterday morning. And you get this breakout. It's quite nice to the upside here. To here, you know it's going to go back up to that level at least when you get a move like that. You know, it's a very bullish move, isn't it? A lot of power behind it. MACD's crossed over. So you know you're going up, and it actually went up quite a nice bit from there. Quite a nice bit. So if you just look for those setups, wedge breaks, MACD crosses, and they agree with the moving averages. I do use a combination of moving averages, okay, depending on how the market's going and how I feel it's going to be that day. So I do use, you can see my combinations I use up the top here. We've got weighted moving average, smooth moving average, exponential moving average. They're the ones I use. Okay, and I personally, they are all they provide is a bit of support behind your trading. See here, it's lovely, isn't it? You can see it's all up, all going up. These pull back. These, you know, that's quite a strong move, isn't it? It's constantly up. I mean, that's what you get with the USD CAD a lot of the time, anyway. These pullbacks are quite reliable. Here, not, you know, that one there. If you look at this, come further out, you can see it's kind of, yeah, it's slightly bearish there, isn't it? And it actually rolls over and reverses. So here is that's your nice hammer there. It's in between the moving averages. Make these slightly in the bearish zone. So you could do a trade there with the tight stop at the bottom of that candle there. And you know, yes, that is hindsight, but that's probably a trade. I may not take that when it moves to the upside, and I can see the MACD's moving. Then I know we're going to the top. Okay, so you can make a few pips there anyway. So yeah, you can trade the 1 minute time frame. I do like the 3 minute, as you know from my previous videos, and you know that provides. I switch up to that time frame to get a bit of support behind my trades as well. So yes, that's how to do it. So just keep your binary option trading to a minimum. Don't click around constantly on these buttons. It winds me up when people do that. Just constantly clicking on binary options, doing 50 trades. If you've got a system, and you've got to do 50-60 trades, making 60% each binary option trade you do, then fine. But I would keep your binary option trades to very reliable setups and just trade a little bit and grow your account, because it's so easy to wipe out. Your account in binary options. It's lovely here, look, as well. I've just seen that. We look here. There we go. I mean, that didn't take long, did it? Just put your levels in. There we go, roughly. So you got a little channel, haven't you? I mean, that was at 3 o'clock Why did I miss that? Why did I miss that trade? That's annoying. What? School pickup. Yeah, I was picking. Yeah, I'll blame it on my children. Oh dear. That's lovely. I'm pissed off. Pissed off. I missed that. Anyway. Right, I'm not gonna look at it anymore. That was a nice little channel breakout, wasn't it? To the upside. Got a big bull move. A pullback again. You can enter again, can't you? Love it. And then the MACD goes with you. Look. I'll get in the centre of the screen so you can actually see it. So you get pullback, hammerish, then we get a crossover, and off it goes. And I'm really annoyed I missed that. And you can see this, these moving averages that I use just give you support, you know. You can see this, it isn't even breaking that top moving average. Okay, you could have closed the trade out up there, can you, at 66. You could have got in, well, when it broke that level, really. Could have gone at 3.2, you get out 34 pips later, is it? Don't know, can't count. So, yes. Nice little trade there. I'm annoyed about that, looking back at that. It's always hindsight, always hindsight. It's easy to go through these charts. I know people saying I'll probably draw these lines in later. That was actually how I drew those lines in. You can win with binary options, you can win with Forex, you can win with your eyes closed on those trades. Okay? It's the way to make money with binary options. Just learn those wedges. Keep looking at my videos. Do subscribe and like my channel if you could, please. Sorry it went on so long. I was mumbling on. I will upload another binary options video tomorrow probably, or later this afternoon. Do have a good day. It is utterly pissing it down. Sorry, apologies for using the word pissing a lot today. It is genuinely pissing down with rain. So I'm going to do a bit more trading, I think. I was meant to do some gardening today, but a bit more trading, I think. Have a good day. See you later. Bye-bye.